I'm Milo, and for the second week now, I'm playing Donkey Kong Country bootleg games. So this is Super Donkey Kong Xiang Jiao Chuan, which translated means banana boat. And this is actually an English fan translation of this game. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know what I did. Here it is. Okay, cool. We're on. Yeah, so the background there is Super Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong 5. I'll be playing that later. But what I'm playing now, there's 4 games that I'll be trying out today, and this is the first one. Yes, so the fan translation, we saw the title screen or the sort of splash screen back there for Pack and Sack Dave, who has done fan translations for games that I've played before, such as Onyankor Town, the sort of maze game set in a city with a cat mother, as well as a Getsu Fumaden title screen hack, and has translated other bootlegs that are out there, many of them Chinese language originally. So we've got what we've got the plot of the game such as it is, which, you know, is playing off the original Donkey Kong Country. Yeah, Gibbon's here. It's time for the bootleg hour or two. Oh, the moon is a banana. That's clever. I've never seen a Donkey Kong game do that, but that actually works. Yeah, so actually, what are those Kremlings taking in that intro scene? The banana horde, I guess. There wasn't much of it though. And then they throw a bomb, which is bad for everybody. Alright, let's get started. Yes, and we pick our character. I suppose I'll start with DK. We'll play Diddy some more later. I know some other games I'm playing today don't give us a choice. Got a very Makaimura type world map screen here. That's Ghouls and Ghosts to us in the West, or Ghosts and Goblins. See, this is why I prefer the Japanese title, more consistent. I don't know whether it's which variation it is for the game, for the series. Alright, so this is on the NES. It was released in 1994. We've got the A button and the B button. We move slower when holding a barrel, but you just have to tap it to pick it up and then tap again to throw, it seems. I do have the roll attack, but I don't move any faster afterwards. Hold on a sec. I said roll attack. Yes, it does function as an attack. Good to know. I have watched people playing this before. It was actually our good friend Ape, Andrew, Special Agent Ape, and his fiance, I think. Were they engaged at the time? I don't remember. Adam. They were playing it a while back. Maybe part of the DK Vine Relay thing that I did the DKC-2 for. I think it was after they finished their run of that, they loaded up some bootlegs. Anyway, this is one of them. Banana Boat. And I noticed just back there that I do actually run faster. You can actually see it in the animation as well. It's a little stilted, the animation, but it works. And I have a crouching animation. Let's see if they have an idle animation as well. Yeah, given recalling that same stream and having seen that before. So I have a slight turning from side to side. That's cool. A bit of flickering when the ramp is on screen as well, or the platform or whatever. Yeah, so this game was created by Chengdu Tai Jingdadong Computer Company, with a question mark. Sometimes we don't always know, but according to Bootleg Games Wiki, which I got a lot of information for this stream, I mentioned them last time, they have surmised, without having full confirmation, that Chengdu is behind this game. So Chengdu was around for a few years, not that long. It was a joint venture of TXC and another company, but they split from TXC. And in that time, when they were going solo, they created this game for the NES and Famiclone cartridges, which is not to be underestimated, because in China and elsewhere, where you couldn't get the official Famicom sometimes, or where it was cheaper for a company to cheaply make a bootleg hardware essentially, then yeah, you had these other compatible machines. I'm trying to get this. The roll jump does not work. There is no roll jump in this game. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. I don't really... Okay, whoop. There we go. Got it. So what did that do for me? Did I get a life? I don't know. Oh. What? That's not the level, and... Falling down there. Okay, let me just test this. Falling down. You come back here with no fewer... Oh, but I lost one. Sorry. Just trying to understand the mechanics here. I think that the balloon did give me a life, but it doesn't display above 3 hearts, maybe? Donkey Kong Land had this limitation as well. Wow, that continue lettering is really quite off, isn't it? Yeah, Donkey Kong Land could only display so many lives as hearts on the bottom of the screen, but it was more than 3. So yeah, I didn't get a choice to change my character after the level or anything, so what I'm gonna do is, yeah, die completely, go back here, and I guess I'll try and finish the whole game as Diddy in that case. I always did prefer Diddy to Donkey anyway. Wait, how does this work exactly? I get hit, but then I don't die. Oh, and I can't throw a barrel in midair. You can only throw it standing. So the bombs are like proximity mines. You get close and they go off a little bit later. But I can tank that hit. I don't really get this, the systems here, but yeah, we got spiky things that weren't in the original DKC, but everything is pretty much taken from it. I don't know if there's bonus rooms. I don't think there are. But yeah, we got naughties, little beavers. We have zingers, of course. And we saw before that we had... Oh, that wall changed. Can I go in there now? Huh. Oh, this is what it's talking about. Okay. Yeah, so what I read on Bootleg Games Wiki is that the first forest level is different to all the other levels, but I guess that just means the first level. I thought this was a jungle level, that they were different from forest levels, because that's how it works in DKC, but no. In this case, going to the right at the top there leads you to a bonus room, which was that cave that I found, but going down and pushing the bomb across is the actual level end. So yeah, a little bit confusing, but the first level works differently to others. Anyway, here's our critter analogs. They're not exactly a lot like critters. So after beating that bonus room, where did that take me? Oh no, that bonus room, that's a dead end. I think I read that. Gosh, it's tricky. But yeah, the game, yeah. Bootleg games, what are you going to do? They're a bit weird, aren't they? You can't expect all the clarity and polish that you would have in a regular commercial release with a major publisher behind them. Anyway, we just quickly there saw what I think are supposed to be neckies and a slipper as well. Here's some more birds that are possibly neckies. And there's a slipper down there again. Snake, good. Not bad. The snake graphic's okay. The bird graphic is a little off. Now there's a hole down there, but there's also a way up there. So one of these is going to be the exit. It's not that. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. And the end. Great. Wowie, wowie, zowie. Okay. So yeah, I was just saying that Chengdu in 1993, they split from TXC. They made this game in 94. Soon after that, they formed the people behind it formed a new company called Xing, who seemed to be quite prolific, releasing lots of new games and also bootlegged Chinese translations of Japanese games for Famiclones. Yeah, I think a lot of their output seems to be for the Famicom NES kind of thing. Oh, but now we haven't seen DK's climbing animation. That's too bad. Oh well. I suppose if you're... I sometimes want these streams to be like complete, you know, like archives of information about the games that I'm playing, but they really can't be because I'm commentating over them. Some people don't like that, especially if you're really trying to document a game. So yeah, check out Banana Boat. Wow, okay, so being damaged caused me to fall through that platform to my death. That's not very friendly. Okay. So yeah, the giant mushroom archetype is not something we saw in DKC. We do see giant mushrooms in in Slam Dunk Kong, don't we? If I recall. As well as things like Donkey Kong 64. Oh boy, that was interesting. I can just jump through that ceiling. That's good to know. So, you know, what I read about this game was that it's a new game, it's a new, like, engine. Well, of course, all the bootleg games are new engines, but it's a new, you know, new graphics and everything. Nothing in here is directly stolen and traced and, you know, converted to the NES. Basically, everything's new, although the concepts are taken from DKC, at least for the first level. But now, you know, level 2, we're already in a mushroom cave, which is new. So, well done, Chengdu. Oh boy. Now, to catch up on chat, there's a fair bit going on here. Yes, and Gibbon is commenting on the custom sprite work as a notable thing, and yeah, that's pretty cool stuff, isn't it? Oh, okay, I should have known from the shaking that that would fall. Okay, whew, just made it. Okay. And Tonya is here too. Welcome, Tonya, good to see you. Saying, as an update to last week, where we were talking about their attempts to get a copy of Soul Silver that wasn't a bootleg. The copy of Soul Silver has arrived, and it is a true, real copy. It has save data on it too. And Tonya is planning to transfer the Pokemon in there to Gen 8 before starting a fresh file. Ooh, boss fight time. And this is new too. What is this? Some kind of pig creature or a rat? A giant rat who was throwing little spikies at me. We saw those in level 1. Interesting. I've never seen anyone play beyond the first level of this game, partially because, you know, the play control is really bad, frankly, so it's hard to make much progress. But yeah, sometimes people, you know, I'm using these emulator features to cheese my way through, which is fine, I think. If you don't think so, that's fine too. But yeah, so this is like basically all new to me, which I enjoy. And that's making me be surprised by the new content that's here, as well as the new sprite work. Oh, the winning animation, that's lovely. I'm gonna have to come back as DK, aren't I, to see that animation at least. Yeah, let's do it. We have time today. Password. Again, the font is really interesting. So yeah, Tonya's saying it's fascinating about the save file being there already. You can learn a lot from what someone named their Pokemon. Their Pidgey being Naked KFC. Rather interesting, isn't it? Yes, interesting. Okay, can I actually go back? Yeah, I can revisit all the levels from this screen, so that's cool. But yeah, forest, mushroom, and now we're onto pool. So prepare for swimming. Yeah, Tonya has grown attached to these Pokemon that exist in there already, saying I can't delete them forever. Tonya commenting on the portrait from the... Oh my gosh, the sound. This is just unbearable. It's like, yeah, it's making this high-pitched noise. Is it the bubbles? It might be related to the bubbles, but then it was also making them as I was scraping along the bottom of the surface here. Not the surface, the bottom of the bottom. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright, so Fly Feline is here. That is Trixie, I believe. So welcome, it's good to see you again. Saying, heck yes, more bootlegs. And Tonya saying the jumps look so anxiety-inducing. Yeah, the game does not control well, as with many of the bootlegs. I'll reiterate that Hummer Team's Donkey Kong Country 4 from last week played fairly well, but it seemed to be the exception, of course, among bootlegs. Alright, so we've had sea urchins here, we've had these little fish, bitey fish. They seem to be the bite-size piranha analog here. So I think the way the health system works in this game is that you just have a number of lives, and if it goes above 3, it stops displaying them. And then whenever you get hurt, you will like lose a life straight away, but you'll keep playing in the same place. Also, I'm not sure what those other enemies were that were moving vertically. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna reverse anytime I take any damage, just so I can get through the game better. Sorry. Oh, new fish enemies. They're like skeletal fish. Like in, whatchamacallit, the Marios. They have the skeleton fish. After 3, I think? They're definitely in World. Or are they? Now my memory is not good. Okay, what is this thing exactly? So we saw the urchins. We saw these ones moving before. They were kind of coral or something. Sea slug, I don't know. Anyway, Gibbon saying that he loves the mushroom background. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. That has happened before. Yeah, Donkey Kong 64 having the mushroom world. Indeed, indeed. Orson Z is here. Welcome, Orson. Good to see you. Asking, what is Sodoma? Well, we're gonna meet Sodoma later in the stream. The 4th game I'm playing today is Donkey Kong 5: The Journey of Over Time and Space, and that has a unique original character called Sodoma. So we'll meet her later. She's a spirit of nature. Tonya's going to buy a VR headset. Yeah, Tonya was talking before about her experience in VR chat, having fun there, so that sounds really cool. Alright, that's pool done, the ocean level. Not dissimilar to Donkey Kong Country's coral reef levels, but now we're in grassland. COVID-19 has made Tonya want to explore the unknown. Austin telling Tonya to use a DS backup. To remember the poor soul who sold it. But Tonya is too lazy. Tonya saying, I hate this! But Gibbon is impressed by the ambition of this bootleg. I am too, I think. Like, how much new stuff there is here. It's really cool. Like a lot of bootlegs, it's trading on a popular name, in this case, you know, Donkey Kong Country. But they're really doing their own thing with it here, which is cool. I always appreciate that. So what are these clouds in the background? There's like little child ghosts up there. Okay. Oh. This is a dead end. I have to reverse up here and climb that cloud. By the way, Diddy's crouching animation is beautiful. It's not dissimilar to the Donkey Kong Country crouching animation. Ah, a claptrap! Oh, it's beautiful. I love this little guy. Hello. And yes, I can roll into their mouths to do damage. This is something that I noticed the other game, some other bootleg games getting wrong in the last stream. Whoop. Okay, close. Yeah, no problem. Diddy's running animation is very cute as well. Tonya and Trixie are watching my stream in VR. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of pressure. You're now in an immersive experience watching my incompetent gameplay of this incompetently made game. Whoops. Oh, okay. Oh, don't worry about typing bad language, Tonya. I'm just going to worry about saying it. I try not to. And also visually, because the main thing is, like, the Twitch streams don't get saved. Like, the video gets saved. Okay, so I always export my Twitch streams and then put them on YouTube, right? Oh my gosh. This world has, like, floating islands, which is interesting. but these sort of tiles for the level remind me of the temple archetypes in DKC. Oh, we got new clouds actually in the background. They have a different face to them, these ghost things. Oh, okay. Oh, it's really dodgy. Bad hit detection. Anyway. Yeah, so I export it to YouTube, which saves the video and the audio. It doesn't save like the chat log. So you can see past chat if you're watching things on Twitch as a VOD, right? But even then, I wouldn't really worry about it, I think. I think there's two in one place here, because I hit one and there was one still there. I don't know. I think we've also got some Zinger color variations, just as the original DKC had. I think I saw a blue one before, and now there's red ones instead of orange. Yeah, pretty cool. Let me see. Oh, okay. They're not watching in VR right now, but they eventually will, and then I can worry. Let me see. Right, so Tanya's saying I hate this was specifically towards the bubble sound effect in the water stage. Yeah, that was bad. The sound in general is very shrill in this game and not good. It's quite loud as well. I've turned you down significantly and I'm only on 1 bar of volume in my own ears. So here's our King Zing, I guess. Or is it Queen Bee? Oh, what? Alright, so the health system doesn't work the way I said it did. It's actually, like, I get a couple of hits, I don't know how many, and then I actually die, and then I respawn. So I guess it is like DKC, except without the swapping partners. It's just that you have a couple of hits or whatever. Okay, it's not too hard to hit the Zinger, actually, because you can roll the barrel, and then it'll just run into it. It is Queen Bee in the first one, isn't it? So we've got our Queen Bee here. And then you just got to avoid that. She becomes a DVD suspend mode thing. Okay, so that's an instant death. Ugh. So some enemies kill you instantly and some don't? I guess bosses, if anybody would, a boss would. Oh man, I don't get this game. Oh well, it's cool. I'm having fun. Okay, go. Nope, it's too slow. Too slow to throw. Dang. Yeah, so Orson Zed brought up Sodoma because I was asking in the Discord chat earlier if anybody remembers seeing a fanfiction that I remember reading a while back. Somebody in our community undoubtedly wrote it, I'm sure, but I couldn't find it when I went looking for it just now. It sort of, the premise of the fanfiction is that DK reunites with Sodoma, the bootleg character from this pirate game, and I'll be playing it later again, but I couldn't find this fanfiction again. It's just like a very innocuous thing, sort of nice. They meet in a cafe and just have a conversation about being, you know, video game characters and what happens to them over time in terms of fame and such. It's pretty interesting. Okay, take a breather. Okay, Zingers. Wait. Fly Feline saying, wait, you are Tony? You don't know that Bead Bean streaming is Tonya? Surely this is a joke. Anyway. Alright, moving on. Cave. This is an archetype we remember from DKC, isn't it? And we already saw it in that bonus room earlier. Oh, great. Oh. Not you are Tony, but you are, comma, Tony. Watching in VR? No. That was a joke, says Tony. Okay, cool. Let me see. I guess I haven't really talked about the music in this game yet, but that's because I haven't really noticed much about it. Oh, minecarts. Okay, great. Very fitting for the cave stage. We have a minecart level, and this is interesting. I feel like part of that song was trying to imitate the minecart music, maybe. Okay. Got to do a short hop to land there, but maybe a longer hop to land further. Can I move? I recall in one of the games I played, yep, I do have some horizontal control, so that's how you make those short jumps. Yeah, in one of the games I played last week, there was a minecart level. It was the Panda Prince, wasn't it? Where I had full like horizontal control over my character as I was in the minecart, which is not usually what happens. Okay, I can't make it all the way to the far one, so I hold back. I have to jump earlier, so I have to maybe drop onto this platform and then here. Oh. Okay. I just have to take the lower path? This is rough. Okay, if I die, I come back right at the start of the level, so let's not go through that, shall we? This is painful. Okay. I kind of passed straight through that bird. So if I... How do I... Okay. Make a save state just in case. Alright. So if I drop there, go there. But then I still don't have enough distance. Very demanding. Very, very demanding. This is death, says Tanya. Indeed. Okay, what if I hold down run and like hold the jump button? Oh! Oh, that was great. Okay. Were you watching? There's my video guide for how to do this level. Somebody must have done a long play of this because I have in my notes that the long play takes 17 minutes. I've been going longer than that already. I think the zingers just don't hurt me or something. Also, I'm holding left pretty much the entire time here now that I know that kind of works. Given saying, how the heck are you supposed to do that? And then I finally did it. Okay. Stop flashing. Excuse me? Huh? Excuse me? Excuse me? Sir? Sir? Oh god. Okay. So I did make it up here at one point, and then nothing? Alright, let's reverse more and see what happens when I first get here. Might be missing something here. Jump! It just stops, and then you get one chance with the birds to get up here, but even that is not the answer, apparently. Alright, I'll reverse a bit. Oops. Oh my gosh. Excuse you. It just stops, and then the wheels are still spinning. Okay, what if I don't jump? Just continue? I better check if Bootleg Games Wiki had anything to say about this. Super Donkey Kong Xiang Jiao Chuan. The level design is often regarded as being bad. Oftentimes you're required to make precise jumps with the notorious controls, says Bootleg Games Wiki. And, you know, I can't disagree. There's a hidden warp in the first forest level. Interesting. There's no specific notes about that. Oh boy. Let me see. Is there a Banana Kingdom DK hack? What does that mean? Is there a Banana Kingdom DK hack? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Tanya's saying, I wouldn't doubt they forgot to finish the game. It's possible. But there are supposed to be more levels. More worlds to get to. If all else fails, I'll use a password to get there. But seriously, let's try... Okay, I got up there without getting hit this time, but no. Actually, let's just admire that sprite. Oh, beautiful stuff. Diddy is very cute. I love the asymmetric eyes in this pose. Oh, good stuff. Anyway, no. How do I win? Banana Kingdom is a Famicom game. Oh, so you mean Banana Kingdom is an existing game and you're asking if there's a hack to turn that into a DK game. Interesting. That would be cool. There's a hack of Nuts and Milk to make it a Donkey Kong game, and a hack of Mr. Do, Mr. Do's Wild Ride or whatever. Although that one's more a bootleg than a hack, actually. Some odd collision with this little ledge. Oh, you've got a NES Reaper of Banana Kingdom. Nice. Good stuff. Alright. I don't... Okay, my other option actually is looking up the long play and seeing how they do it, so bear with me. Enjoy this music while I, you know, look up a YouTube video. Donkey Kong Banana Boat. I do like to play these things blind to get fresh impressions, but then you have problems like this. Luckily, Mr. Do was on the Famicom. Yeah, a port of it, I think. Or it's possible the bootleg was not on Famicom. Banana Boat. What? How do I know how long it would take if I... Oh no, 17 minutes was a different game. There is no long play of this online. Fantastic. So we're going blind, we're on our own. I guess I'll see if there's a guide, written guide, maybe. Nope, no good. Getting nothing. Any ideas? Chat? Any theories? This is the long play, says Olsen Z. Yeah. So I was wrong about that. 17 minutes is actually for Donkey Kong 5 Journey Over Time and Space. I rearranged my notes, so that's what confused me. Oh boy. Tanya is playing Space Ace in the background. Rewatch your footage. I'm gonna have to. That's our only option. Alright, I'll load that early state. Maybe the game broke itself. Well, I get to this point, and like, that's it, right? This is the state the game's in. There's nothing I can do about that. So maybe getting to... If I jump here... Okay, so then it's like here on the screen. What happens if I don't jump and I hop out? Is that the same spot? That's about the same, right? Go. I just sort of fall out, but I can get up by jumping on the bird, and then, oh my gosh. And I can't even go back, because I'm stuck here. I can roll the bird. This is really frustrating. And because this game is pretty underrepresented in terms of guides and videos, I might not even have a password. I should try searching in the Chinese name, shouldn't I? Passwords. Yeah, you just get results for like Donkey Kong Country. Pretty frustrating. Xiang Jiao Chuan. What was it? Chuan? Yeah. Yeah. All these YouTube videos are like 2 minutes long. Oh, here's one. Okay, using the original name, I did find one. A long play, 19 minutes long. So I guess I didn't search hard enough last time, but this is playing the original version without Pack and Sack Dave's translation. Whoa, they're playing as Rambi. What's going on here? Oh no, I actually misinterpreted the DK sprite. They're not playing as Rambi. Oh, and now I've got an ad. This is really frustrating. Try every possible combination until you find all the passwords. Well, maybe I'll leave that up to you, Awesome. Yeah, now I'm watching an ad for Subway. Isn't that amazing? Okay. All I want to know is how they got past this point. Okay, okay. Oh wow, DK's swimming sprite is amazing. Okay, minecart level, let's go, people. I apologize. What happened? Oh, I died, of course. Enjoy the music, I hope you do. Okay, DK gets to the end and walks off the screen. How come they're allowed to do that and I'm not? Oh no, don't tell me the fan translation broke the game. That's possible. That's always possible. Okay, walk over here. And he just stops. Oh no. How long have I been playing this? Half an hour? Really? Alright, I have my most recent password, right? No, I don't. I didn't write it down or anything. Ugh. Did anybody... yeah, either that or playing as Diddy breaks the game. Okay, to be safe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. Somebody please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, go back in the footage and look up my most recent password and then come back in chat and tell me what it is. Otherwise I have to stop the stream. Actually, I could do it. Yeah, I could do it. I'll have a try. But what I'm going to do is find the unpatched version of the game and play through or use the password to get back to that point. So it should be in my files somewhere. Okay, fun, fun, fun. Oh man, what a mess. Yes, now I have a special folder just for bootlegs. Banana boat, banana boat. Did I not keep the original? Super Donkey Kong. I've only got the translated one, I think. Just double check that. Yeah, it's the same one. Alright, this is really frustrating, I'm sorry. How do you get to VODs in Twitch's horrible interface? I don't know. I'm sorry. Twitch is frustrating. Okay. Super Donkey Kong. Xiang Jiao Chuan. Fun, fun, fun. Aren't we having fun? Okay, we can't download it from that site because it's got the words Donkey Kong in it. And Nintendo did all these takedown stuff on ROM sites. Why did I not keep the original ROM? Why am I so stupid? Super Donkey Kong. Oh my gosh. Did they not playtest this? How frustrating. Twitch, Web 1.0 today. Where is the dang ROM, please? Yeah, I'm finding more long plays of it now. Maybe, so like, there's a link to the patch ROM, I think, on the page where the translation patch is hosted. So maybe I just got that and it's like a pre-patched one, which means I don't have access to the original ROM. How frustrating. Okay. Oh, what's this? This is promising. Okay, cool. I think I found it on archive.org. I was just about to give up. Super Donkey Kong. There it is. All right. Save. put it in here, drop it in my emulator thing. Oops, why'd I go there? Okay. Okay, we're doing it, people. We're doing it. That's what we're supposed to see. And I'll make sure you can see it too. There we go. So, quick reboot. This is what it's supposed to look like. Gibbon has, thank you so much, has found the password. That's wonderful. Ooh, Gibbon added /videos to the end of the URL and it brought up the old interface. Alright, so we're going to go password and enter Gibbon's wonderful barrel, apple. There are no apples in the game, but they're in the password screen. Balloon, sorry, barrel, apple, balloon, heart. Okay. It's okay. I think it's defaulted me to DK, which is fine. I wanted to show off his sprites anyway. But yeah, we can see that the patch removed the Chinese characters, which is kind of unnecessary because there's already English there as well in the original ROM. So you know what? Forget the translation. Nobody should ever play the translation. I found the original ROM just now on archive.org, if that helps anybody. Oh, okay, so that's going to put me at grass. I can't move beyond there. Hang on, I'll just try... Yeah, nope. So that's like the one I got. Oh well, that's fine. I'll play this. It's cool. Gibbon gave me the second most recent password. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So I took a hit there. If my assumption is right. Gibbon saying that password was from the end of the level. Okay, so maybe the password system in the game is broken. But yeah, we're going to get to see DK a bit then, I suppose. There's another swimming world later on, so we'll get to see his swimming sprites. I hope there's some climbing too, so we can see those. And we'll be able to see his victory animation after the next boss, so it's all good. Back on track, making progress. Feels good. Thank you so much for your help. Given saying it was the most recent password. Yeah. So I guess it's the game that's broken. Not your fault at all. See, that's just mean. There's clouds that look like they're platform clouds, but they're not. But, you know, they're a different color, so I guess that's the idea. Oh my gosh. See, I actually lost a heart there, so I'm down to 3 lives at this point. Blue bird, blue necky. Get those Metroid-style color variations. There's that blue zinger I was talking about. Alright, just holding B is not enough. You have to press B at a point when you're stable enough to do the rolling animation, and then you start running. And yes, DK's hurt animation is based on the one he has in DKC-1. It's a lot of similar sprites, but just redrawn in this new style, almost. Yeah, oh well. Okay, so we're gonna fight this boss again, that's fine. This was a hard boss, but we can do it. Go. Nope. Go. Dang. Go. That does actually work. If you throw it that way and it catches up to the boss, then it will do damage. Okay. It has to be on screen though. Yep, that just hit it. Oh, she's mad. Okay, yes. Instant death. Okay, so now she's just rolling along the bottom of the screen. She's like just above the bottom and then on the bottom. Okay, come on. Should be one more hit after this, I think. I like this background though, this environment. We've actually got evidence of the banana horde up there hanging by a rope. There's like, it's sort of an underground cave on the water with these wooden constructions, which are actually reasonably detailed. Ah. Great, done. He claps. Cute. Oh, DK's not wearing a tie. I've just noticed this. Oh boy. Yeah. Barrel, apple, balloon, heart. That's what you said, and that's what I got for beating this world. But it only puts me there, apparently. Unless I did something wrong just after I entered it and went back and then I couldn't go forward again? I don't know. I could have, like, just pressed a button on the map screen and gone back instead of... I don't know. It's fine. We're here now. And soon we'll be on the minecarts, and then we'll be making progress again. So everybody avoid Pack and Sack Dave's fan translation, or avoid playing as Diddy, either way. To be safe, play the original as DK. The fan translation doesn't do that much anyway, as I said. The graphics in the game, like password, that was there in English. I assume boom on the title screen or the like plot screen would still be in English. The world names are in English in addition to Chinese, so you don't really need to translate those. The main thing is the title screen graphic, I guess. And as I said before, Pack and Sack Dave has done a title screen hack of Getsufuma Den that just changes the language of the title screen, not any of the other text in the game. Although I don't remember offhand whether that even needed translation in game. Die, bee. It's this jump again, people. It's this jump again. Didn't I get it? Yeah, that's it. The alternative method. It's barely perceptible, the difference that holding back or holding forward makes, but it does make a difference, especially to some of these tricky jumps. I think. I could be wrong. Also, yeah, no hit detection for the zingers, the neckies, any enemies. You're just invincible in the minecart. Isn't that nice? Okay, here we are. We're here. Tell me. Oh, the relief, the sweet relief. My gosh. Okay, different cave. Oh, that's a death pit. Great. Ah, it was a Donkey Kong Land style death pit where there is safe terrain down there, but it's just off screen, so you died instead of landing there. Great. Fantastic. I love it. I don't. So now we appear to be inside a volcano. We've got like fire on the ground. Everything's red. And spurts of boiling hot nastiness. As well as these moving blobs, which, I don't know, are they lava? Are they slime? Who knows? The good thing is I don't feel like I need to be running all the time because the walking speed is decent enough and you have a fair bit of air control or at least like air momentum when you're jumping. Okay, we're gonna see the climbing sprite. It's beautiful. It's glorious. And I have to tap to climb, apparently. I don't... Was Diddy like that? I don't know. I didn't spend a lot of time climbing as Diddy, I guess. You can't just hold across, you gotta tap across to swap sides. Good grief. Orson, I could not agree more. Somebody really should make a SNES version of Donkey Kong Land. I would love that. As Given points out, I was playing a Famicom version of Donkey Kong Land last week. Yeah, version is stretching it a bit, I think. No, it was not good. Awesome. It had 5 levels and then they just repeated. They were sort of based on levels from Donkey Kong Land. And it just played really badly. It was not a good port. Okay, lake. So what I'm getting is that most of the areas in the game are derived from Donkey Kong Country type of levels. Does that make sense? You know, cave and jungle and all. The mushroom was the basically only original one that I've seen so far. But having said that and completed that thought, look where we are now. We're in a sunken ruin, which is a thing that really only appeared in Donkey Kong Land in the original rare Donkey Kong games. So there you go. There's another new thing that this game is doing compared to Donkey Kong Country. And I don't know if they're taking this idea from Land. Land would have been out at this point, right? 94? I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, either way, it's cool if they're incorporating those things, or it's cool if they're just doing it on their own. That's an idea. But yeah, as I said, we can see DK swinging sprite now, and it's ridiculous. It's sort of approximating the SNES sprite, but it just looks silly. I think his head is too big, that's one of the problems. But I can give that a pass as on the basis of, like, it's kind of part of the art style. So there was an alternate path back there, but there's not going to be anything worthwhile there. Maybe an extra life, but there was also one back there as well. This game doesn't have Kong letters, it doesn't have animal tokens, it doesn't have coins or anything, of course. The camera moves are interesting. There seem to be set points in the level where suddenly the camera moves forward so you can see what's coming up, which is good. I wish it did it more often, because you see that it sort of waited quite a bit too late, I think. I don't know what the difference is between these different kinds of fish, but also I need to move back so this one doesn't hit me. Okay. Yeah, check out my YouTube VOD. It'll still be on Twitch now if you want to watch that awesome of me playing the other bootlegs. Last week what I did was play bootlegs that are more close adaptations of the Donkey Kong Country games to SNES and Game Boy. Oh, sorry, NES and Game Boy. And I played a couple of Donkey Kong Country adaptations and a Donkey Kong Land one. And then I did a Donkey Kong Country 2 and then a 3, although the latter two games they only had a few levels each, really. Gibbon saying, "Is that naughty?" I think it might be, but I don't seem to be able to jump on the head of this very naughty. Rolling might work. Let's try it. There's some tunnels below the ground. That's cool. Yeah, it seems intended to be naughty. Excuse me? What is going on here? There's no barrels, so that's not the answer. Rolling doesn't seem to work. Jumping doesn't work either. The rolling seems to save me from damage until the animation ends, which doesn't take long. Orson saying, "Little naughty." Yeah. In the original game, naughty was quite big, but now I'm bigger than the naughty, and yet I cannot hurt it. Trying jumping slightly on the back, on the front. Maybe I can't jump on it while it's jumping. Try jumping when it's on the ground. Just gotta time it. Time it. Yep, I definitely landed on it while it was stationary and got hurt myself. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Oh, Gibbon is following along on the long play and giving me advice. That is so useful. Thank you so much. The long play has jumping on his head, but in a very particular spot. So I have to be very careful, because I'm always getting hurt no matter what I do. So I might be damaging Naughty, but also getting hurt, and that just kills me straight away, because that's what the bosses do. On his nose. Okay, there might be a bit of sprite hitbox confusion here. So I have to hit right on the edge of the nose, apparently. Try to. Okay. I really pity the long play maker. It would have been a lot of hard work to play this game well for making a good presentation of it. Oh gosh. As it is, this is going to eat up all the time I had allotted. I will have time. I will be doing other games, because I don't think this will take much longer after this. We've hit a few pain points, but this is definitely one of them. Come on. On the nose, on the nose, on the nose. feel like that's the furthest forward I could get. I don't get this. I don't get it at all. I'm annoyed. Okay. So I have a huge sprite. Maybe a certain part of my sprite needs to be in the right place. Like the very back of my butt. Try jumping while stationary. Still hurts me. And I'm playing the original version. I can't blame the fan translation. Try jumping while stationary and not moving left or right. That hurts me. Well poop, says Gibbon. Oh my gosh. I can't help moving. It's hard to not move. Everything hurts me. Naughty is supposed to be one of the easiest bosses in the game. It's very easy to damage it. Guess they made it harder because it's so late in this game. What the heck? Where did I go wrong? Well, I'll check the long play myself. Yeah, I love those sunken ruins. Good stuff. Help me out, long player. You're my only hope. I better plug this long play. It's done by Retroview. YouTube channel with Doraemon as the icon. Given saying the long play just bops him on the head 3 times. Yeah, they don't seem to have any problem at all. And then they stun lock him. Great. Well, I'll try dying and like refreshing the fight, I guess. So I've died. We've come back. And now there's the naughty. Go. Ugh. The instant death. The disrespect. Awesome saying Disney needs to dub more Doraemon. Why is Disney in charge of that? They get a lot of anime contracts, apparently. And they never do a good job with it. From my limited experience. Oh, this is real frustrating. The long play, yeah, I just watched it. They just jump on the head of this guy. No problem for them. They don't get hurt every time. What's wrong with this? Ah, very frustrating. And I trust the source of this ROM, or do I? Let's try running. Ah! Okay, running. Oh, actually maintaining a run is more difficult than you think. You can't just turn around. Run, jump. Nope. Run, 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 run. Go. Ugh. This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh, I know. I'll press the jump button again as I land on him. I'll press both buttons as I land on him. Death every time. Oh, Gibbon, you're on the long play. What's the password for the next bit? You know what? I'm on the long play. I'll just look it up. Gosh. This is so dumb. I hate this. Okay, give me a password, long play. Retro view. Okay, I've got it. Ingenious. What a garbage game. Okay, password time. Press select because it's a NES game. Apple. Barrel. Balloon. Oh, if this works the same way as the last password I tried. Yeah, it puts me at the start of the lake. Okay, so what I actually need is the next password. Oh my gosh. Yep, let's go. Okay. No, another subway ad. Oh, what did I do to deserve this? I already ate Subway once this week. I'm not going to do it again. It was not great for my digestion, to be honest. Heart, banana, apple, and banana. Cool stuff. Oh, good gravy. Okay. So that's put us at the start of jungle. I was there just to prove it. I've entered the password, I've spawned in, I'm at jungle, and they got this password from finishing jungle. So let's do some jungle, shall we? What's exciting to me is that dock is coming up, which means we're going to get like full, you know, ship deck levels in a DKC-1 style thing. Oh, that's new. Caterpillars, worms or something. Good stuff. So we do have forests after all. No, wait. It said jungle, didn't it? So it's calling the forest jungle and the jungle forest. This is what is confusing to me. This is why those, like, that guide thing I was talking about earlier was weird. So what are these bugs? They're very interesting, aren't they? And the snails too? This is all new to DKC. I appreciate that a lot. I'm happy. Excuse me? Has my bopping just broken completely in this entire game? I can't bop anything anymore? What? What happened, Banana Boat? Did I offend you in some way? Gosh. Ah! No! Go. And again, you have to tap the button to get anywhere on a vine. Whether swapping sides or moving up or down. Holding the button does nothing. Okay. And what is this music, by the way? Excuse me? Okay, cool. Oh, goodness. Seriously, you should just watch the long play. Stop watching this. But actually do keep watching this. I desperately crave the validation. No, it's okay. I'm kidding. Yeah, so how's everyone else doing? Getting assaulted by caterpillars from the sky? Or is that just me? Is that a girder? Am I seeing a red girder right now? Gibbon. That's exciting. You've got your Donkey Kong roots right there. Jumping fireballs as an enemy type. That's new. But it's not new to Donkey Kong. The original Donkey Kong had the fire jumping out of the oil barrels. So yeah. This is taking even more cues from Donkey Kong Land in that it's referencing the original Donkey Kong, I guess. Sure, let's go there. Let's claim that that's what this game is doing. To be fair to it, I think it probably is doing that. Wait. Oh yeah. There's no boss. It's every second level that has a boss. Alright, so finally we're approaching the end. The dock. The gangplank galleon over there. Alright, so we've got some vegetation in the background again, but whoa! Okay. Alright, so confirmed bopping still works on these birds, whether they're intended to be neckies, but they go flying off the screen. Okay, bopping. My bopping powers have been restored, apparently. Or maybe the snails were just immune to it? Fresh painting. It's a wet paint sign. You know, I wondered what those things were. Those sort of spiky palisade things, they were in the underwater ruins stages as well. Excuse me? Oh, is this the end? No? Is this a platform? No? Is this a platform? Ugh! That cloud, that's got to be a platform, right? Is this just a trap? I'm not supposed to go that way? Can't go up there. This cloud's not a platform. That's a death. Excuse me. Okay, I'll just... No. Alright, I'm on here. I fall down. I sort of move to the left. Is that because this is a climbable vine? I'm trying to land on that lower wooden bit now. Yep, it's Donkey Kong Land fall damage rules. Okay, so if I go like this... Yeah, given saying go left as the platform falls. This is what I'm trying to do now, but it's a little bit tricky. But I think he's confirming from the long play that that's the intended route. Oh my gosh. That's a really dumb trap. Don't even know if that's an intended trap. Speaking of which, excuse me? Pfft, ridiculous. Okay. What's this? It's a Mankey. Okay. We can bop infinitely on its head. And this confirms to me something that I hadn't really verified yet, is that by holding the jump button, you will bop higher off an enemy. And we saw that just now. Yeah, I'm happy to see Mankey, although the Mankey is not that dissimilar to Donkey Kong's sprite, actually. Which is interesting in a way. But yeah, it seems to be throwing barrels and also stones or eggs. Gibbon was trying to tell me that you stay on the platform and then jump off it as it falls. Oh well. I kludged my way to the solution anyway. Oh, Gibbon saying the balloon is there as a consolation for messing up that jump. This is interesting, all these crates and stuff, yeah. Not something we've ever seen in Donkey Kong, really. There were like stacked barrels and things in DKC-2. Oh, okay, here's K. Rool. Great, we're there already. I say already. I'm playing this for an hour. Go watch the long play. It's 19 minutes, people. It's like a ding sound. That's a cool sprite. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, this works the same way, doesn't it? Cannonballs falling down. The pattern's a little bit different. Whoops. Okay. Throw your crown, buddy. Let me get that hit in. It just went ding. Does it count or not? The ding kind of makes me think it's not working. Oh, there it is. Okay, K. Rool is down. Banana Boat is over. Oh my gosh. What a mess of a game. And the crown still continues to fly back and forward. That's amazing. Look at that. You got a chubby little Diddy and a svelte looking Donkey Kong. Janky K. Rool. I shall show Courtney. Yes. Courtney needs to see that K. Rool sprite. She's a big K. Rool fan. I killed it too fast. I couldn't screenshot, says Tanya. You're gonna have to go back to the VODs, I'm afraid, my friend. Yeah, that banana looks very off, doesn't it? Not quite right. But yeah, I won. Amazing. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'll just rewind a bit and give you a... Yeah, go look at the long play. Gibbon's gonna link that. I don't know if I have enough rewind. There you go. You better take a screenshot of the crown on. That's canonical K. Rool. There you go. Hope that was enough. But yeah, we beat it. Oh my gosh, what a mess of a game. Again, don't go with the English translation because that might have messed up the cave level and made me not be able to complete it. For the safest, find the original ROM, play SDK, and there's your Super Donkey Kong Xiang Jiao Chuan, or Banana Boat. Whew. Gibbon says the crown looks like a pineapple. Right, let's do the next thing. I've got more games to play, and hopefully they're not as irritating as that. So, what's our next game? Well, I'll tell you. It's 1996. Oh, my information says 1995. Anyway, it's Domkey Kong for the NES. Developer is unknown. Publisher is JY Company. While Donkey Kong relaxes at home, Montana Max suddenly appears on the TV. If you're familiar with Tiny Toons, you might be twigging already, but hey Donkey Kong, I've kidnapped Babs Kong. There's Babs Kong. Help me, Donkey, help! Help me! Gibbon has seen this before. Tanya saying, Domkey Kong. Come on, Buster, come and get her. Okay, they didn't bother to change that. What should I do? I have to help Babs quickly. So they forgot to change Buster in one instance in the intro cutscene to Donkey Kong. Yes, as Tonya says, this is Tiny Toons for the NES, Tiny Toon Adventures by Konami, a well-known game for the system. I believe this is an early proto-Treasure title, so the people who made it went on to form Treasure not long after. Hi, I'm Donkey the Loon. I'm a fortune teller. Please choose your partner. Use the control pad, then press the A button to decide. I guess for Australian representation, I will pick Tiny Taz. Sorry, Tonya, I did not pick the duck. So, I don't want to spend too long on this because, to be honest, it's just Tiny Toon Adventures, but with some of the sprites swapped out. So the collectibles here have been replaced with bananas. Buster the bunny has been changed into Donkey Kong. Actually, that's a nice little sprite. And not very well either. It doesn't look a whole lot like Donkey Kong, to be honest. I want to see what that ball is. Oh, I turned into this guy. Okay, this is going to be relevant for Donkey Kong 5. Remember that I can spin attack and turn into a tornado. It's not the same sprite, but we might be seeing that effect later. I don't know how to change back. Yeah, Donkey the Loon. They just swap out like random nouns for donkey, apparently, in the game text. And they change Buster. Oh, can I not? I want to show off the actual changed sprites, so it's weird to just be the guest character, but okay. Nope, I'm stuck. Okay. But yeah, the contribution of this game to Donkey Kong lore is the introduction of Babs Kong, who again is Babs. There we go. Okay, get another ball and change back. Babs the bunny from Tiny Toons has been changed into another Donkey Kong. Yeah, Babs Kong. So a later variation of this game did change. Oh, the death sprite. We haven't seen that. Okay, good stuff. A later variation of this game would fix that typo on the title screen, so it would actually be called Donkey Kong and not Domkey Kong with an M for magnolias. But let me see. Oh, there's another variation that was released later called Disney Timon and Pumbaa, which... Excuse me? That's a death? What's happening? Is this a boss? What do I do? Huh? Do I bop her? Is this another bloody banana boat situation? What's going on here? Yeah, so in Timon and Pumbaa... Oh, you just wait for long enough, I guess? Okay, I don't understand. I'm not familiar with Tiny Toons at all. I had a sticker or a calendar as a kid, so I know the existence of some of the characters, but I never watched the show, so I don't really know. I know they're all variations on existing Looney Tunes characters. By the way, every other game after Banana Boat is not as ear-piercingly loud, so I'll turn up the game volume so you can hear it better now. And confirm that yes, indeed, this is just Tiny Toon Adventures with a few different sprites. But yeah, Disney Timon and Pumbaa, which is the later variation, it's all the same inside the game. It's still called Donkey Kong. I think. No, I didn't. That's not in my brain right now. But what I do know about that variation is that they updated the Donkey Kong sprite. So the character is still a Donkey Kong type, but they actually changed the face, how they've drawn it, so that it looks more like what Donkey Kong actually looks like. And you can see all this on Bootleg Games Wiki. If you're interested. But yeah, this is not the Tiny Toon Adventures stream, so I'm not going to play too much more of this. Oh, there's a slide move. That's cool. This is actually more fun to play than Bubsy O'Hare. I'm sorry to say, Laura. Yeah. You're not going to see this, but alright, so yeah, the slide. That's really cool. Whee! Yes. Okay, Tonya saying that she really loves Tiny Toon Adventures, the original game. It's one of her favorite NES games. Okay, and that character who kept hurting me that I had to avoid before is Elmira the stand-in for Elmer Fudd, and she wanted to hug the animals to death, so you need to avoid her. And yeah, as Sonia says, Bucky O'Hare would be more fun, and we mention it because it's the same, as I understand it, it's the same developers. I haven't double-checked who specifically made Tiny Toon Adventures, but I might be thinking of a different game, a different Tiny Toons game. But yeah, Bucky would be a lot more fun if it wasn't so hard. Yeah, I had a lot of difficulty with it, using a lot of save states and such. As Gibbon says, I like Bucky O'Hare as a concept, and I like watching the game, but playing it is a different story. Okay, so considering that Banana Boat took so long, and this is really just Tiny Toon Adventures, I'm going to stop it there, but this is, you know, worth mentioning for Babs Kong alone. So moving on. What's next? Oh, this is a good one. I'm really looking forward to this one. Okay, Donkey Kong 5 is last, people. Saving it for last. But this is the second last. This is Super Donkey Kong 99. I'll do a quick reboot. Can we hear that all right? I'll turn it up. So if you listen closely, you might notice some interesting things about the music. So what we had there was a replication of the original Donkey Kong Country title screen music that has now transitioned into the Mortal Kombat title theme music. Yeah, it's sort of a medley. Oh, no. Just, we'll just run through that one more time. Yeah, it's just a little bit of it. A little bit of the Mortal Kombat theme. So yeah, this is kind of a version of, it's like a mashup of Donkey Kong Country 1 and 3 for the Mega Drive. And really bad as well. Like really bad. Look at this junk. Oh, sound effects are all over the place. The graphics are just messy. It plays badly, but everything's there. Bananas, life balloons, but they're gray instead of red. And what I really like is the mashup of elements. It's almost like the fan game Donkey Kong Country 4, the recent one that's been in active development for a while. They keep putting out demos, which are really interesting to follow along with. Tonya reacting very badly, saying the sound effects are wrong. Yeah, they're all wrong. But yeah, the whole mashup thing. Like we've got DK as only playable in the first game, in an environment from the third game, fighting enemies from the second game. You know, like you got the Neeks and the Clamp-ons. We got Crook here. Okay, that's good. Flitters. What is that? That's the sound effect when a cobble is running and turns around, isn't it? It's like the skidding sound. Oh, we got DKC-1 mini neckies. I don't think the cracked floor is indicative of anything right now. Yeah, we very quickly transition to the peril looking down a ledge animation. Oh, it's Bazooka from 3. Who screams when defeated, does not fire a projectile, and can actually be defeated by a bop on the head and turns around. All of these not traditionally behaviors associated with Bazooka. Oh, and a naughty. Yeah, there was a naughty right at the beginning as well. And a DKC-2 style level end. We don't need to jump from a height to clear the barrel all the way up the top, but we also don't get a prize. Yeah, amazing. Also, if you're a SNES hound, you might recognize the music. Some of the music in the game is stolen from DKC, but some of it is taken from Super Mario All-Stars. I am familiar with Super Mario All-Stars, not because I owned it, but because friends and relatives owned it, and I played it on their systems for Super Nintendo. Notice the palette is sometimes a little bit off on these enemies. I noticed a green flitter earlier, but then it sort of jumped back to blue. Oh, hey! DKC1 critters. I love seeing all these elements that are taken from the different games that get put together. Oops, gotta be careful with these barrel cannons. Yeah, so playing Super Mario All-Stars is something I'm familiar with, but I don't remember where all the music exactly comes from. Okay, I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, we're getting graphical errors here. It plays badly. It's button C to jump. I've reset the controls on my system so that it's more comfortable for me, but by default it's a little bit odd. Ooh, okay. Kong letters are in there and they work, and they play the Funky Kong themes hi-ya sound effect when you get them all. That's really cute. Okay. What's this guy called in 2 again? It's Clump. No, it's oh, sorry, my brain farted. What's the name of those guys? Oh, wow, boss fight. Okay, not expected this. Sonic style, we're getting a boss at the end of a level instead of in its own separate zone sort of thing. So that's interesting. Cruncher, thank you, sorry. Yeah, Crusher in the first game became Cruncher in the second game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. Yeah, sorry with the chat. Doop-a-doo. Oh! DK makes a very loud Kremling grunt sound effect when hurt. Didn't notice that earlier. Yeah, so as Tonya says, this is the Genesis knockoff. I know this one so much, I hate it. It's so freaky and alternate universe feeling. Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it? Like everything's here more or less, but it's really off and wrong. The sound effects are wrong. Gibbon remembers playing this as a kid when he first got into emulation. That's cool. Tonya trying to recognize the song. Yeah, going by Bootleg Games Wiki, a lot of the music is either, you know, replications of the SNES games, the first Donkey Kong Country soundtrack to the Mega Drive, you know, sound font, but also copying some Super Mario All-Stars songs. And I can look that up actually if I have a moment. No, this is actually pretty tricky to stay out of the way of this. Pause. Great. Yeah, I will go look that up right now actually. I had it up before, but I had to go back and look at that other stuff. Okay, so according to Bootleg Games Wiki, World 1's background music is from bonus stage Super Mario Brothers in Super Mario All-Stars. So bonus stage, what is the bonus stage in Mario Brothers? Is that the coin heaven, or is that like the underground? What's a bonus stage? I don't know. Anyway, what a dramatic pause. Okay, I can't pause, but I can't duck, by the way, no ducking animation. But the idle animation is there, a little slow, but it's there. Yeah, the Genesis can't handle the colors like the SNES, says Tonya. Vectorman is cooler. It sure can't, says Gibbon. Yes, as for this song, this is apparently the title theme from Super Mario Brothers in the All-Stars collection, which I don't remember per se, but there you go. But yeah, what I enjoy again is that we've got a DKC3 environment here in the mill. Okay, the TNT is just the wrong sprite. It doesn't look right. It's bad. But there's a dust cloud whenever I land and a sound effect when I land. Which is unusual. Oh, okay, those are actual death trapdoors. I did not get that. Oh, okay, so here we have Minky from 3. But standing in the mill, which is really cool. Like outside of the usual tree that you find them in. Which, something, it reminds me of the scrapbook when you get the credits in Donkey Kong Country 3. And you get photos of all the enemies hanging out in different levels. Ah, slippers, cool. And some of them are in places that you don't actually see them in the game. So I think Minkies were in the mill in the scrapbook, if I remember right, because that's what that reminds me of. Yeah, cool stuff. And now here they are. Ah, and the trapdoor actually works as a trapdoor to get me some pickups. Clever. Not bad, not bad. They do that a little bit with trapdoors in 3 itself. Ah, so what? By the way, check this out. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. This is amazing. Yeah, I didn't even know about this. You guys are saying that like you're familiar with this, but this is my first experience with it, and I'm really charmed by the mashup of elements. I will actually be playing the Donkey Kong Country 4 fan game that I mentioned earlier in a few weeks on stream, so look forward to that. And this is the kind of stuff that I love about that, is where you have the different Kongs from all the different games together with enemies and environments from all 3 games and new stuff as well. In this case, you know, it's not doing it well at all. It's really dodgy, but just the fact that they're trying that and doing that mashup is really fun to me. The Mario All-Stars music is, you know, out of place a little bit. There's Clump with a slightly off palette. But yeah, when you kill Kremlings, apparently you get a screeching sound effect. Hey, Army! Hello, Army. Okay, you're not supposed to move when you're doing that. Looking at the camera animation, you're supposed to stay still. Nobody told Army that. Okay. Oh, Armies make the same screeching effect. Alright. And bopping on them kills them instantly. Okay. DK could do that in the original game anyway, but yeah, DK is our only option here, by the way. Claptraps. Cool stuff. Purple too. Wow, this level's long. I'm only at the O. You can sometimes track... Okay, the hit detection on this thrown nut is really off. Really dodgy. Is that a death? Yes. Just a bit of a pause. Oof, okay. Let me see. Oopsie. Oh, I made it once. What if I hide here? Okay, that's safe. Yeah, hitboxes on these nuts is just nuts. Let me see. Gibbon says, I like the minky placement. Yeah, me too. It's very cool stuff. Seeing them in a new place. It's like a lesser version of the whole mashup elements that it's already present in the game. There's just something very odd about it, says Tonya. It's all there, and yet it feels so alien and strange, like it's computer generated. By the way, we've had armies, we've had slippers and neeks when they fill the same gameplay function. But then again, there was some overlap with slippers and naughties in the original game anyway. Here's another enemy from 3, the beetle Click-Clack? Nope, that was DKC-2. What are these ones called? I don't remember. I haven't read the manual in long enough. Oh, we can infinitely bop on these apparently. Great. And we begin a few letters in quick succession, so maybe the letters are not the best indication of progress. Whoa! Right. Yes, boss in level. That's something I really like, actually. It can maybe be problematic in a game where there's a lives system where you could get a game over and have to redo a level before a boss. But if not, which is the way games should be, to be honest, that's my opinion, then yeah, putting a boss in a level is like a nice surprise like this. Wow, imagine a naughty being really easy to kill. How about that? Oh! What? Okay, I won. Now, unfortunately, that is the end of the DKC3 level content. The final 3 worlds are based on DKC1 worlds. So here we are in the factory world from DKC1, and according to Bootleg Games Wiki, the music is supposed to be a take on Life in the Mines, the cave or mine level music from DKC1. The scream, I can't get over it. But yeah, we got Minkies again, which is cool. Hidden O, that's actually pretty good. Good hiding place down there. End of life. Oh, extending platforms? That's new. And yeah, we got the Mickeys again. Did I mention that? Impressive stuff. They're here now, although really we should be able to see their bodies, no? If they're holding onto these poles like that. Oh, thanks, Gibbon. Filling me in on the name of the Beatles from DKC-3. They are called Knick-Knack. Much like the James Bond villain, I think. Although spelled differently. Yes, okay. Tonya says, like, on the note that it feels alien and strange, it's like it's computer generated. And Gibbon urging the game, come on game, work that blast processing power. Blast processing! Or blast processing. I forget. The palette on the end of level target is always weird. Tonya says, it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, if you've seen that movie. Yes. It's like, this is a thing I know, and yet it's acting strange and alien and unfamiliar. Uncanny Valley type thing. The platform stuff is a neat mechanic, says Gibbon, and I like the little tunnels as well. Yeah, those are both things that weren't in DKC, the factory stages, or at all, in fact, if my memory serves. So that's good. Not only are they taking, you know, directly stealing all the graphics, there's actually new stuff here. There's ideas for gameplay, although for all I know, those gameplays are just ripped off from somewhere else. But the mashup element alone is amusing and satisfying to me. I'm looking forward to getting more of that in DKC 4, but for now, this is pretty cool. The hitboxes, not good. Claptrap. Oh, have a listen. That's a weird sound effect. Don't quite know what that is. Is that an opening down there? It is. I found a secret. It's the end. Lovely. Oh, we can't get up there. Have to run back. Cool. Good, good, good. Whoops. Didn't time that one right. Scream, you bird. Scream. Ugh. And you only have one hit, of course. It's very unforgiving. Come on. Oh, so close. Wonder if I can roll the necky. Oh, that's right. I don't have a roll. Didn't mention that yet, but yeah, you can run, but you cannot roll. There's no standing attack or anything. And also, in addition to that, the run button and the grab barrel button are different. So, grab barrel is... nope, I don't remember how I mapped it, but it uses all three of the Mega Drive face buttons. There you go. Nice. Oh, and after you've blasted out of a barrel, you can't hold a direction to then move. You're sort of stuck. Oh, okay. Okay. It might be too late, but I've saved my state. There might be a problem here. Three hits? How many hits do you think? On Master Necky here. Those giant coconuts. It's interesting seeing the bosses inside the level environment context. What? Okay, cool. So, yeah, this game might have a bit of a problem. From what I read on Bootleg Games Wiki, there's some copy protection things on this game, or possibly bugs, unclear, where it's possible that this boss can become impossible to beat. Did that make sense? It's possible for it to be impossible. Hey, I did it though. That's good. We didn't have the problem. I don't think I actually talked about the developer of this game at all, so let's go back to the start. Yeah, I didn't really set this up at all, did I? So Mega Drive, 1999, as you can tell from the title, Super Donkey Kong 99. It was later reprinted as Super King Kong 99, and the developer is speculated to be Gamtec, although not confirmed, but judging by evidence of things in the coding and the pause screen font, similar to other Gamtec games, so that's why they think it might have been them. So Gamtec did a lot of stuff on Mega Drive, some things on Famicom as well, but yeah, a fairly prolific bootlegger. Oh, the letters, the Kong letters, they're the DKC 2 and 3 style Kong letters, not the ones that you see in 1, because those are smaller and shinier. And yeah, we got the moving platforms. You see those in some cave levels in DKC 1. Okay, can we... Oh, the jumping is weird. Okay, good. Yes, good. So yeah, it's a new game based on DKC 1 and 3, with also enemies from 2. And music from Mario All-Stars, as we've talked about. It's got 5 worlds, 2 levels in each, plus the boss. And yeah, I've read about soft locks and freezes that can happen in this game, possibly due to copy protection or just glitches. But luckily we haven't actually encountered those ourselves during this playthrough. That's good. Let me see. There's apparently a problem with the final boss, so we'll see if that happens when we get to it. And there's some unused text on the ending screen. I have a note here, so we'll have to watch out for that. Yeah. Please don't do this to me. Okay. Oh, weird. This is not a setup you normally see in a temple level. But we can actually run on these slopes and then jump up them to get to the top of this platform, which I actually like. That's a cool little mechanic. Sort of slide down. Okay. Now, as for the music in this temple world, it's again taken from Super Mario All-Stars according to these notes. Oh, great. It's so easy to die. Yes, so... Oh, no. World 4 is actually blank on Bootleg Games Wiki, so we didn't... it's not documented what this song is. So have a listen, see if you can identify it. Oh, what? That didn't look like I should have died. It might be an attempt at one of the DKC tracks. I don't know either. If you can identify that song, by all means go to Bootleg Games Wiki and fill in that information. It's all user-generated content. Ooh, oh, why is my brain doing badly on DKC3 enemies today? You got Claptrap, you got Clamp On, and you've got Chewy Boy. What's his name? See ya, good luck. The green, yellow necky. Like it. It's Claptrap, and then maybe that one's Clamp On. Crimp. It's Crimp. Yes, the purple, which is not purple in this game, sort of Claptrap replacement is Crimp. And I appreciate that its body is so much bigger than a Claptrap because it makes it easier to jump on. Yeah, Crimp, Crimp, Crimp. I think Gibbon got it at the same time as me. Tonya is playing Sonic Generations on her laptop and saying it looks so good. It's nice to see it in 60 FPS. That sounds amazing. Good stuff. Oh, I've also got a note here that I should check out the continue screen, so we want to get a game over at some point. I guess I'll look into that after I beat this game, because I'm now at 26 lives, so you know. Crimp. Which do you prefer, Tonya? The classic Sonic stages or the modern Sonic stages? I'm gonna say I prefer the modern Sonic stages in Sonic Generations for 3DS better than the console PC one, because they're based on Sonic Rush. Naughty again? Okay, in the grand DKC tradition we're reusing bosses. So really naughty jumps higher than very naughty. Or is it the other way around? Who cares? Not me. No, that sounds harsh. Of course I care. I'm a huge DK fan. But them reusing the bosses, it's so lazy. Tonya says the modern stages, but I prefer classic for general stuff. Interesting. My problem with classic is that there's not enough Blaze the Cat in it. One day I'll play the Sonic games with the hack that adds in Blaze the Cat. I think there's at least one. Tony says that Generations is not the best recreation of Sonic Classic. Okay, so here we are in Gorilla Glacier, or something like it, and I don't know how I'm gonna get past this dang little Neki. Blaze is cute, yes, Blaze is amazing, she's the best. I like any Sonic game with Blaze in it, which means Sonic 06 is my third favorite Sonic game. After Rush and Rush Adventure. And then I guess some of the Mario and Sonic of the Olympic Games are my favorite because Blaze is in them. She's in some of those like runner games on mobile, but those are, you know, okay. Those are what they are. You know what they are. So I'm not detecting much ice physics in these snow levels, which I gotta say I'm thankful for. Oh, okay, there's a bit of a slide, a little temple-style slope at the edge of these. Gibbon says that his favorite way to play Sonic 1 now is the Amy hack. That sounds good. I had my eye on a... I wasn't prepared to talk about this. My brain... Sorry. What's her name? Thingy. Sally. Acorn. There's a Sally hack for Sonic, I think 1 and 2. And I'm gonna play those eventually. Yes, given pointing out that I've said, oh, there's no ice physics just as I slide off a platform. But look, I walk, I stop immediately. So in that sense, not so much with the ice. And yeah, the yellowy green color for the enemies is not good. Got the crimps there. Bazookas are at least the right color, almost. Blaze is lovable, says Tonya. Trixie's telling me that watching this this stream has prompted her to look into Pokemon hacks. Good ones, naturally. Yeah. So the developer of the next hack I'm going to play has a few Pokemon hacks on their repertoire. Although none of them are RPGs. They're like strategy games and platformers with names like Pokemon... Yeah, there's 2 platformers called Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon Platinum. That's right, Clamp-On is in this game, so we have Clamp-On and Crimp. And did we have Claptrap? I think we did. Yeah, the purple ones, right? Tonya says, I don't trust people who call Sonic Mania the best Sonic game. Great game, but the best? It's no Sonic Rush Adventure. That game is fun. Yeah. I wouldn't disparage anyone's choice of their favorite game, but yes, I agree. Sonic Mania is fine, but it doesn't have Blaze in it, so what are you gonna do? I'm just kidding. I definitely prefer that more modern DIMP style gameplay to classic. Although I haven't played much of the Sonic series. I've been meaning to correct that. In fact, my New Year's resolution last year, or for last year, was to play through some Sonic games, and I didn't. That's New Year's resolutions for you, but yeah, I'm gonna play some eventually. Let me see. Do we know the source of this music? Because this is different music now, right? According to Bootleg Games Wiki, this is World 5, I believe. So this should be taken from the Bowser battle in Super Mario Brothers, the All-Stars version. So I guess they added a bunch of music in that version compared to the original NES game. And all those additions is what they're using here in Super Donkey Kong 99. Interesting. Yeah, you can't move out of a barrel. Ugh. See how the palette changes just as it's going off screen? Because the flitter and the necky are using the same palette. And filling the same gameplay function, I might add. Yeah, Gibbon's saying that the Mega Drive Sonics, or he says Genesis, but he's wrong, so I just corrected that for you. Just kidding. Yeah, those 16-bit Sonics are his favorites. The Boost engine or Dimps engine is too frenetic for him, but he has played all of them, so he is speaking from a position of authority on the matter. But yes, also perfectly entitled to your opinion. I find the Mega Drive ones really frenetic, like, not frenetic, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about Sonic. I haven't thought about it enough. But I'm also not experienced enough with it. I know I've tried playing some of the classic ones a few times and just really didn't get it and couldn't hack it. Because I'm a total noob. Oh boy, okay. What? Excuse me? Okay, so here's K. Rool, the boss of the game. He's enormous. Is that how big he was in DKC-1? I feel like he's bigger than ever before. But yeah, here he is. In a dark grey palette. Yeah, okay. So here's what I read about on Bootleg Games Wiki. If you jump over the crown, you get hurt. What you have to do is let the crown pass through you. It's like some kind of psychological test. Excuse me? Do I have to let him run through me? No. Can I jump? Excuse me? Oh, okay. So he became vulnerable after throwing the crown. Okay, and that applies every time. The crown appeared on his head, but it's not actually there. Man, what a counterintuitive boss fight. But it also seems a little bit easy. He just runs back to his corner, throws again, you run and hit him. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, this is like an alternate palette of K. Rool that you might see in the Smash Brothers or something. Sort of dark maroon color. Interesting. Yes, Gibbon confirming he got chunkier. That's a big K. Rool. Alright, it's done, and we don't have the damage animation as we beat him. Oh, so that's the end of the game. We beat K. Rool in the snowy glacier. Snowy mountain. And here is the end screen. This is what you get for beating the game. Now, there is unused data in the game. It's possible that they should be animated, but hard to say. Diddy Kong not otherwise in the game, but here he is. Through hacking, text presumably intended for the ending can be found. This text reads as follows. Wow, it's all over now. And what should we do now, donkey? Oh, let me think. Oh, yeah. What? Donkey? See you again. See you. So that's a little bit unclear. Maybe there was supposed to be animations with characters doing stuff to go along with that to make it make more sense, but yeah, not really sure what they were supposed to be conveying with that dialogue. But that's the end. That was Super Donkey Kong 99. I will go back and look at the game over screen. Oh, by the way, this music as well is unlisted on Bootleg Games Wiki, so if you recognize it, go edit that wiki, man. Yeah, I can't place it myself. Ah, so Super Donkey Kong 99, not great. I was having a lot of trouble actually. I did a bit of testing for this one, for the controls and stuff, and your jump height is very small in this, and it's very hard to time it to actually jump on that naughty. I lucked into getting it first try at the start of this run just now. Yeah, there you go. But that's like a big roadblock just in the first 2 seconds of gameplay. Yeah, cool stuff. Oof. Alright, is everybody ready for the grand finale? We'll just see the game over screen here because apparently it's got a notable appearance. There you go, Cranky, not otherwise in the game, and a very stupid looking font. That's the colors of the Bad Fur Day font, anyway. So that's Super Donkey Kong 99 for the Mega Drive. The final game I've got for you all today. You've been waiting for it, I'm sure. The box art is on the sides of the screen. I haven't mentioned the box art yet, but for all of these other games, it's quite boring. They pretty much just rip off the Donkey Kong Country 1 box art, whether the Western version or the Japanese version. Let's do a quick reset. Syntax. That's the publisher. So here we are, Donkey Kong 5, The Journey of Over Time and Space, the infamous Game Boy Color game from 2001. I'm going to reboot and I'm going to read this stuff very carefully because this plot is important, people. The pretty and virtuous girl Sodoma was Donkey Kong's friend. She was the spirit was... Oh boy. Yeah, see, it's very fast. She was the spirit what charge of all the plant in the world. She distributed sunlight, air, and water to each plant every day so that they could grow up healthy and strongly. You shouldn't really hyphenate words like that, but whatever. Oh, nice. That's new art, isn't it? But the Lombardo lived in the dark. The darksome corn... What? The Lombardo lived in the darksome comer, didn't like the darksome comer, didn't like the world full of green grass and bloomy flower. So, the evil Lombardo, it spells it differently twice here, with an M, with an N, so it's Lombardo or Lombardo, abducted Sodoma to Amest. That's got to be a double R, right? Or intended to be, so let's just go back a bit. The darksome corner, it might be corner. Didn't like the darksome corner. So, yeah, it's trying to arrest the growth of the life. From then on. From then on. The flower bloomed no longer, and the tree blasted slowly. The banana and the wild fruit the Donkey Kong loved had been lacked too. This world became desolate at once. There were no anything to eat. Donkey Kong felt very hungry, and the famine made him thinner and thinner. Finally, he became a monkey, because that's how biology works. Yes, it's true. This is real, true zoology, 100%. Gorilla gets thinner, turns into monkey. The poor Donkey Kong can but left the forest, begun his difficult journey to search for food and save Sodoma. So yeah, I'm sad I couldn't find that fanfiction with Sodoma. but maybe it'll turn up one day. For now, this is a game by BBD, published by Syntax. BBD is just known for making a few games for Syntax early in their career before Syntax did everything in-house. Syntax themselves have released over 130 Game Boy Color games, but many of them are graphics hacks of their own games. They've also released 23, at least, Game Boy Advance games. The problem with Game Boy Advance games is they have very strong encryption on them, so it's very hard to dump the ROMs and play them later. So most of their games aren't available, which actually locks us out of another Donkey Kong bootleg, Donkey Kong 2 for the Game Boy Advance. This is a game where DK, wearing Diddy's hat, runs around really boring levels, throwing barrels infinitely at enemies. You can see a gameplay video of it because people have found a copy of the game and put it in a Game Boy player and then recorded the footage, but the ROM itself has not been dumped as of yet, and the encryption for Syntax's GBA games had yet to be broken until this year, so we might start seeing those games being dumped, but for now we don't have access to Donkey Kong 2 for this stream. But you can find footage of it hosted on Bootleg Games or linked on Bootleg Games wiki. But for now, here we are, Donkey Kong 5, The Journey of Over Time and Space. Later releases of the game changed the label on the cartridge to use Donkey Kong Country Returns artwork, which means they're releasing Game Boy games pretty recently, which is surprising. But they also changed the subtitle to say A Journey Over Time and Space, which is much better English, although still not quite correct. But yeah, it's a very fun, cheesy title, obviously. So let's get to it, shall we? Here we are, Donkey Kong. Let's get on our journey of Over Time and Space. Now, I am very, very, very familiar with the music in this game because it's all stolen from Pokemon Pinball by Jupiter. So we're going to have a lovely oral experience here today because I know this music is good. I've played this game a lot, Pinball that is, and love it very much. So yeah. How am I supposed to get that? Okay, so yeah, Game Boy Color, we've got Donkey Kong's sprite here replicated. He walks pretty well. Oh, okay, what's that? Hang on, I need this. Hadouken. That's a new sprite, isn't it? Raising his arm like that. So the running sprite, if you are holding the B button and then just running, yeah, that sprite specifically is stolen from Tasmania. So there's the illusion I was making before during Domkey Kong. Then we're going to get the Tasmanian Devil again. And you can see it in Donkey Kong sprite there. Yeah. And what else is stolen in this game? Well, if you're intimately familiar with Super Mario Brothers, you might realize that this is sort of a clone of Super Mario Brothers Deluxe in a way because it's on the Game Boy Color, but from what I understand, it basically just rips off level design. And look, we enter the pipe down to an underground place. Yeah, as far as I know, it's just completely ripped off level design from Super Mario Brothers, the original game on the Famicom and NES. So everything in here is stolen. We've got stolen sprites. I'm sure the enemy sprites are stolen too, but I'm not sure what from. We got the Pokemon Pinball music. We have the level design of Super Mario Brothers, and indeed the power-up scheme, where you know you're small, you then get big, and now I have the equivalent of the Fire Flower, which was some kind of little first aid kit or something. Even the pipes that you go in. What was that? The skidding animation. That's new. Look at that sprite. That's not bad. It kind of matches pretty well to the existing DK sprites, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's a little unfortunate to me that all the level design is just ripped off from Super Mario Brothers because, you know, one, don't put your Mario in my Donkey Kong, please. Just kidding. Number two, the other games that I played today are really, they have a lot of uniqueness and originality to them. it's not always necessarily good originality, like good quality levels, but yeah, I do like to see that more than I like to see just completely ripping off another game. Those backgrounds have to be from something too. But yeah, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe on Game Boy Color had this kind of world map as well, so they've taken that too. Love it. Love the music. All very good stuff. Some of the sound effects might be from there too. Yeah. That hurts sprite too. I think that might be... No, that's part of Donkey Kong's animations in the original game, isn't it? By the way, I don't think there's bananas in this game, just bunches. Okay, gotta get a running start on this one. Oh boy, tricky. Get that jump off. Yeah, so I think a lot of people know about this game because of the outlandish title is one thing that's very notable, but also all the stolen content from different sources. That's amusing. Another thing I really like about it is the box art, which has been up on the sides of the screen this whole time. It's very amusing. Like I said, the other games that I played today have quite boring cover art just based on the DKC-1 scene render from the box art of that game. But this one is a very amusing mashup of all sorts of things that are absolutely not in the game. I identified, you know, with a bit of research, renders taken from Donkey Kong Country 1, i.e. Funky and... yeah, just Funky. The Diddy one is from DKC-1, but it's an edited version from that they used in 2, and you can tell because he's got the yellow stars on his shirt, which he never had in gameplay, but in the renders for DKC-1 he has no stars on his shirt. It's a plain red shirt, and then for 2 they added the stars and redid the render, and you can find that one in better quality too. Let's see. The DK sort of beating his chest next to Funky is associated with the release of Donkey Kong Country Rare's port for Game Boy Color. And what else do we have? Oh yeah, of course we see the... What? Is this the Lombardo? It's Dracula. What game is that stolen from? Instead of fireballs, he's throwing bats at me. That's appropriate. I wonder if I can destroy him with my fireballs. My Hadoukens. Or whatever it is. It might be a bit more like the SNK Terry Bogard projectiles, possibly. To go along with the Slam Dunk Kong inspiration. Boom. Oh, one hit and he's down. That's cool, but I actually do want to see the bridge animation, so I'm going to do that as well. I'm sure we'll get more chances over the course of the game, but yeah, I'll take the hit. Yeah, that's from Pokemon Pinball. Okay, Donkey Kong breathed freely for got away from the pretty pass and saw Sodoma, who had been beducted for a long time. When he prepared to save Sodoma, suddenly a smoke trailed and he heard the Sodomas scream, "Donkey Kong, help!" Okay, so this is your princesses in another castle moment that happens at the end of every castle stage. Oh, what's this? It's like a city background. Interesting. Okay, so there's like armadillo things. There are Koopa Troopers. Those little Digimon guys are Goombas. Okay, cool stuff. As Gibbon says, ah yes, noted DK enemy, Dracula. Yeah, as much as I appreciated seeing Sodoma showing up in that fanfiction, that was really fun and cute. I also now want to see Dracula showing up in Donkey Kong fan works, please, off the back of this game. It's funny because none of the other bootlegs really have as many original, quote-unquote original elements as this game does. As much as everything in here is stolen, it's in a way kind of introducing new things to the DK series. I suppose the Tiny Toons one did that too, but I don't think very highly of that because it's such a basic sprite swap and really nothing else was added to it. But this is a really weird kind of mashup of several different elements into this one thing. But let me see, what was I saying? Oh yes, the box art. You've got the DK64 Kongs in the lower right. None of them are in the game except for DK, who's cropped out, I guess. Oh no, you can just see his face on the bottom right. And in the upper left, of course, we have Donkey Kong's model as seen in Super Smash Bros. Melee doing his mannerism, as they called it in N64 Gamer Magazine in my youth, which is one of his taunts, where he'll look at the screen and shrug. The best taunt. And yeah, just putting this, it doesn't match the art style of the others, and putting it in there alongside them is very amusing to me. But that also means you have 2 DKs in the same collage, or 3 if you count that head that you can just see on the bottom right. Also, if you look at the labels on the box, first of all, the word art of the title is just amazing and silly. But there's a, like, you know how Game Boy boxes and stuff had that triangle on the top and it might say like only for Game Boy or something. In this case it says English Treasures because it's in English language. And then, hang on. The product is fit for GBC machine, I think is what it says. I gotta say, they did a pretty good job with this DK swimming sprite. A lot of this is probably traced from like DKL or the DKC Game Boy Color port. Or maybe not, because... Well, we don't actually know exactly when this was released, but it was, 2001 at the earliest, I think. Let me see. So, Gibbon said something in chat which I've glossed over. Back when we were talking about the fact that this, this is Taz the Tasmanian Tiger's sprite used here, he said that it came up in a forum thread, presumably on DK Vine, how Tasmania is sort of similar to DKC in that you've taken this legacy character and given them an extended cast who all wear more clothes than them and speak more eloquently, but are still the head of the family and go forth on jungle adventures. It's a really interesting comparison. Oh, I don't like that. DK sprite is the same color as the sky, and then parts of it that aren't outlined kind of blend in with it. Interesting. The skidding. I don't like the skidding. That's just a thing in Mario games. I never got into it. What is this flying bug? It's the cheap replacement. Although we had a different cheap replacement in the actual water levels. This is like the ending music from Pokemon Pinball. Like, it's gotta be. But yeah, it's an interesting point, Gibbon. I'm not actually that familiar with Tasmania, but as I understand, it's a spin-off that takes the Taz the Tasmanian Devil character and, like, as you say, gives him his own cast and his own adventures on his own. But yeah, that's a good comparison. There's quite a few Tasmania games actually. It must have been a fairly popular spin-off because it was a cartoon, right? Am I right about that? But yeah, I do know that there are games based on it. Oh no, I've just remembered something about Super Mario Brothers that I really don't like. It's the mazes. There are mazes in this game where you can go through a castle, and if you pick the wrong path, then you have to do it again. And it's just trial and error, which is just like the laziest and worst form of game design. And it's one of the many reasons that I hate Super Mario Brothers a lot, and think it gets way too much credit. Oh, my fireballs don't quite reach Dracula. Oh well. We'll take that hit, that's fine. Donkey Kong breathed freely, for got away from the pretty pass, and saw Sodoma who had been abducted. So what's the pretty pass? I thought maybe World 1 was the pretty pass, and we've got through it now. But maybe Dracula is the pretty pass. But I thought he was the Lombardo. Interesting. Yeah. Oh man. My Mario skills very rusty. So when they gave Super Mario Bros. Deluxe away briefly on the 3DS Virtual Console, I got it and I played through it then and decided, hey, I don't like this game again, because I already knew I didn't like Super Mario Bros. But SMB Deluxe is an even worse version of the game for playability. They're not supposed to pop up when you're standing on a pipe. I don't know what these are, but they're the equivalent of piranha plants. Yeah. Yeah, Deluxe, as you can sort of see with some of this level design. Oh, the parrot's just sitting there. It's a one-up. Yeah, okay, weird. Yeah, like, as you can sort of see, the screen size is not suited for the level design. There's things where, like, the screen scrolls and you're not able to see things that are coming, and, like, you don't know that there's ground beneath you in some instances. This is all because it's a game designed for a bigger screen that was translated directly to a smaller screen with the same pixel art. They didn't change that, so because the screen is smaller, then everything on screen has less space. I always struggle to try and, like, describe this, but I think I read that you can do the infinite one-up trick there with that armadillo, but yeah, don't really need it. Yeah, so, like, that's a problem that persists into this game because they've copied the level design. In fact, if anything, the sprites are even bigger in this game because they're using, like, DK. Yes, as Tonya says, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. And the GBA Mario ports also had that issue. Yeah, they're just carrying forward the same issue, really. Because I don't know if it's internally or what, but SMB Deluxe is sort of the first of these remakes, and then they followed it with Mario USA remake in Super Mario Advance. Which, as you say, has the same issues, and even introduces new issues with the GBA's fuzzy sound chip and bright washed out colors. So it has all those sort of problems, even though Mario Advance has its own new content, new mechanics and things that it adds to the port. Have I played Sonic for the GBA? It's the worst. Well, I haven't played Sonic for the GBA, but I know what you're talking about. It came in a little pack with a bunch of other, or like 3 Mega Drive games that had been ported to GBA. I think it was called the Sega Smash Pack, and I know this because Echo the Dolphin was one of them, and I tried that out when I was playing all the different Echo games. And yeah, that port is just miserable. It is stunningly bad that they released this as a commercial product, because yeah, it's got all those problems and more. It's got the screen space problem where it's all the same graphics shrunk, or like the screen is shrunk, so especially in Echo it makes it a lot more difficult. You can't see things that are approaching you and things like that. On top of that, it's just a bad port. It plays badly. They cut out animations and stuff because in the process of getting it from Mega Drive to Game Boy Advance. I don't know who did it, but they didn't do a good job at all. And it's the worst way to play all of the games that are on it. I don't remember what the 3rd or 4th ones were. I think it's just 3. It's like Sonic, Echo, and something else. I don't know, Altered Beast or something, probably. Ugh, how do you do this? Whatever, take the hit. But yeah, it's not good. It's never good. Just don't port games ever. Don't port them. That's all. Yeah, don't remake games, don't port them. Just leave them. It's fine. You don't need to. Just make a new game. Who cares? You know what would have excited people instead of Super Mario Brothers on the Game Boy Color? Super Mario Brothers 5. Just do that. Like, why not? Are people not going to buy Super Mario Brothers 5? Like, come on. Anyway, Tonya says, I like the fortune teller minigame at least. Yes. So this is another thing that Super Mario Bros. Deluxe added. All these weird side modes. It was almost like a little, like an activity center or like a WarioWare thing with all these weird toys in it. It had a calendar and like a, yeah, fortune teller thing that would tell you what your luck would be. So strange. It's an interesting way of adding value to a port in that way. And they didn't really do anything like that in any of the advanced games except for adding Mario Brothers as a multiplayer capable mode to all of them, which was, you know, interesting in its own way. I love this sort of moody nighttime city background with this chill Pokemon pinball music. It's very cool. So what are the bombs then? What are they versions of? They hurt me. They must be Spinies, so that thing that flew over was a Lakitu. A Jugemu. Yeah, also the slowdown, I haven't mentioned it yet, but if there's too much happening on screen, the game slows to a crawl. Yeah, quit it. Should try and see what that Lakitu is actually taken from. If I see one again. I forgot to mention actually when I was coming up against one, but there was a Hammer Bro. There was like some kind of ninja Shy Guy thing. Or a bandit from like Yoshi's Island. Yeah, the Lakitus are off screen at the moment, unfortunately. This is another problem with the screen space issue. Yeah, I'm with you, Tonya. Just make a new Pikmin game. Who needs a port? But you can't say that. You can't say that with Nintendo fans around because they get snippy at you. Oh, Tonya says that if they're remembering right, the Sonic Game Boy Advance thing is emulated, so they've actually got a Mega Drive emulator running on a Game Boy Advance and then playing the game through that. No wonder it doesn't play well. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Oh, okay. That's death. Don't do that. Yes, Cheez-Its. I wonder if there's warp zones in this. This was how you get one of the warp zones. You go up the underground stage and you go over the top. Oops. I want to get that warp zone, man. Let's go. This is it, right? You go over here. Yeah, there's totally a warp zone. Okay, so this is the late one where there's one pipe. Where does that take you? World 5-1. From where am I now? And a skull, by the way. Skull in the wall. Yeah, I do want to do it properly. See what everything the game has for me. So that's fine. I'll just do it. But just so you know, warp zones are still in this game. Because they've slavishly copied the level design from Super Mario Bros. So I've talked about some of the variants for other games so far, and this one is similarly has some interesting variations to it. So I guess it was pretty popular, or at least syntax of that shameless, that they often were, you know, ripping off their own games to change them, refresh them, and then sell them again, even though it's basically the same thing. So yeah, this game has other variants. I talked about a re-release that had Donkey Kong Country Returns artwork on the cartridge. But there are variants where they change the sprites as well. So there's one that's called Super Mario Sunshine, and Mario is spelled with 2 R's. Despite the name, there's nothing changed in the game itself, actually. The title screen has Donkey and Diddy on it even, but yeah, everything in the game is the same. They just gave it a different name in the exterior and on the title screen. This is different. We're a much spookier kind of castle here now, don't we? Okay, now in Super Mario Bros., you're supposed to be able to run over one tile gaps, but you can't do that here apparently. Okay, thank you. Thank you. No thank you. Ugh, that's fine, I'll take the hit. Maybe I want to play as Diddy for a while, so actually. I'll try that out. I'll get hit again if I can. It's just safer to not, you know. You know, I have a theory now that these these are the sections that are supposed to... See, this is totally a gotcha moment. I noticed that earlier levels actually didn't let you scroll back, so they've retained that in some instances from Super Mario Brothers. But in this case, if you go to that position, having run along there, you're trapped. The screen won't scroll back, so you're stuck. What do? You wait out the timer. This is a level design element in Super Mario Brothers that is not fun in the least. Anyway, so the answer is to go down. Yeah, so what was I saying? So, yeah, okay. So there's some variants of this game where they change the sprites. You can see them listed on Bootleg Games Wiki. You've got things like Digitmon, 2003 Digitmon Sapphire. The 2003 is in the title of the game. This is one where they swap out the title screen and have Croc from Argonaut's Croc on there. They also swap out the in-game sprite with Bub from Bubble Bubble, the little bubble dragon guy. Very cute. One of the more complete changes was a Harry Potter-based conversion where it's called Harry Boy and the Chamber of Secrets. Although I gotta look this up because it's very funny, but I don't remember the exact wording. So where is it? Harry Boy. Harry Boy and the Chamber of Secrets. The cartridge label says, "The second edition Harry Boy, The Secret of the Chamber of Secrets," which is a delightfully redundant wording choice. And this is one where Donkey Kong is swapped out for Harry Potter. When he takes damage and becomes small, he turns into a frog. And yeah, it's very fun looking, or cute looking, I should say. The title screen has some nice graphics on it too. But if you're in the mood for a Harry Potter game that plays like Super Mario Brothers, maybe try that one out. It's essentially the same as this. Yeah. I wonder what the plot of that is. I wonder if Sodoma is involved in the plot of that, thus linking Donkey Kong with Harry Potter. Excuse you. Oh, we got the bullet bill blasters now. What's... Oh, that's a pretty boring bullet sprite. Never mind. We never saw that Lakitu either. I'm sure I got a brief look at it, so check back in the VOD if you're that curious. Or play the game yourself. This game's fine. It's okay. Yeah. Let's see. Guess that's all my notes. Cool. So yeah, we're approaching the end rapidly. We don't have the full 8 worlds in this game. The music, it just takes me back. It's beautiful. Oh, the springs work pretty well. That works better than it works in bloody Super Mario Brothers, I think. Springs were always dang awkward in that game, I'll tell you what. Anyway, to catch up on chat, because Tonya's been saying some stuff. Who needs a port? And honestly, the Switch has so many Wii U ports. Oh, here's that hockey mask bandit guy on ice skates too. So yeah, a real hockey player throwing axes at me. Oh. Okay, so bumping a block from below does not defeat an enemy, as it does in Super Mario Brothers. There you go. Yeah, the Switch has so many Wii U ports, it kind of is lazy filler. Tonya's words, not mine, although I do agree with them, but I will never say them. Also, Tonya is playing Pokemon the trading card game now. The Rillaboom deck is so broken, I love it. Haha. Also, I love Inteleon the most, says Tonya, but the card I abuse in this is Maractus. Interesting. Yeah, I'm tired of the vulnerability of Diddy, so I'm gonna get those power-ups again, so I don't die straight away. Maractus, is that... yeah, that's the cactus Pokemon. Anyway, Gibbons was saying before that he always hated the castle mazes. I think if they are in this game, then they're maybe not programmed the way that they were in Super Mario Brothers. Like, even if they've copied the level design element so that structure is there, like maybe they haven't done the whole repeating thing if you go the wrong path, which is a blessing, to be honest. Although I'm not the Super Mario Brothers expert to tell you whether that's the case or not. And Tonya says, I love that this game has an ongoing story. Well, it's fun that it's the same cutscene every time. I kind of expected the text to vary a bit, but no. Oh well. I still don't know what the pretty pass is. Any theories, people? What is the pretty pass? I think this entire world is a pretty pass. I give this game a pass. And it's honestly not that pretty, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually given. The level end bells remind him of the Super Mario Lands. Was it Super Mario Land 2 or Wario Land had bells, didn't it? One of them, one of the handheld Mario games had level end bells, so I guess that's just another element that they have ripped off here from a different game. But yeah, just having that as a given, then it's amusing to me putting them all together in one game like this. Or interesting in some way. Oh, okay. So the hockey guy, Tonya, is actually giving us the expert advice here, or opinion, or no, information. Yes. She's saying that the hockey guy is from DuckTales or Darkwing Duck. So that's the source for one of the enemy sprites in this game. Stolen from a duck-based NES game, I think. Oh, yeah, of course, that's the end. That's the final Lombardo, the final Pretty Pass, the final Dracula. We've beaten it, and this is, again, a similar Donkey Kong to what was on the title screen, taken from DK94, but no tie. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, let's read the plot that we're getting from the end screen with Sodoma so happy to be rescued. What is our final word on Donkey Kong 5, The Journey of Over Time and Space? Donkey Kong came through all kinds of difficulties, conquered Lonbardoa, a third spelling of this character's name, and saved Sodoma finally. So the world resumed livingness from then on. A happy ending. Very nice stuff. The end. Goodness me, what's the time? Oh man, I've been going a while. Thanks for joining me. This brings an end to my coverage of Donkey Kong Country bootleg games, but I'll be continuing in the coming weeks with some fan games from more recent years, made by dedicated and passionate Donkey Kong fans, but also unofficial and unlicensed. But then we might see a bit more quality with those releases. We'll see. But this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed seeing the kind of awkwardness and the stealing of assets and yeah, all the silly stuff that comes along with these bootleg releases. I think my favorite of today would be Banana Boat because of the new elements, but I also enjoyed the mashup stuff from Super Donkey Kong 99 and the mashup from all sorts of different games that this one has. Very cheesy. And thanks so much to everyone in chat, especially Gibbon looking up those passwords for me and finding the long play and all that stuff. And the expert information about all the different things that we talked about today. So, yeah. Thanks. And I'll see you next time. Love and peace. Be kind to each other and stay indoors and wear a mask. Okay. That'll do it for now. Goodbye. Go and play Pokemon Pinball. It's got great music. See you later.